They were they were sex, and they were sex without meaning too, only for gratification with nothing deeper behind it. It was drugs, it was money, it was all these things that I had chased that led me to death. And I had this great realization. I mean, to me, it's the first spiritual awakening I had. I felt God in that moment touch my heart because I was empty at that point. My spirit was broken. The Beatitudes talk about blessed are the poor in spirit. And that was the moment that I was the most poor in my spirit. Like it was gone. It was gone. And I was completely open to letting God in my life. I didn't know how that was going to look on a day-to-day basis or anything like that, but I was ready for it because I was so lost. It was funny, you think your your bottoms happened, when that OD happened, or maybe my bottom happened in all that time waiting for counting. No, one of my real bottoms was in that moment of realizing that I had to change everything. Not just one or two things, everything. How I walked, how I thought, how I spoke. And one of my favorite things my counselor told me when I was there during my time is your addiction is secondary to your thinking problem. And he said that, and I thought
Yeah.
about my obsession when I was in county, and I was like, you know what, bro? You're right. You're absolutely right. And so I just started a journey right then and there. I thought to myself, how do I replace my thoughts? The AA literature tell you, your ideas, emotions, and attitudes all have to change. So how do I change my ideas? And that's where the Bible and all the literature became super important to me because my soul was empty and I was ready to empty my head and I needed to fill it with something else.